turn it over to Casey Hildreth, who is with Alta Planning and Design. I won't go through all the stuff that Steve did we had 2 firms, we picked this one, we were pretty happy that we did. So, without further ado, I'll let Casey jump in.
So I have a lot of slides here. I promise to move quickly, and then we can always go back for reference if you do have questions. So tonight, I just want to briefly cover the elements of our master plan, talk about our project prioritization process, which is kind of what we're in now, and feedback from you would be quite helpful, and then briefly touch upon some next steps like Gordon mentioned. Plan objectives, difficult to read there, I won't go through them all, but you really kind of inherited sort of in the RFP for this project, sort of inherited a number of goals, and namely just to clearly focus on safety. That came through the stakeholder advisory group as well. But then just be more strategic. So doing the planning process really to help identify where there's outside grant funding opportunities, how you can move forward locally as well, with a focus on safe routes to school. The advisory group was mentioned. We had a great bike tour as well back in November. Well attended. We had about 22 people there. Lots of fun. We had a walking session and a biking session. Just great to get out and actually ride the facilities, talk about them. And I will do a shout out for the staff at Menlo Park who we actually went into Menlo Park on Laurel Street and had an update on one of their bike lane projects. So that was helpful. We also had a survey. It was more of an online survey that we promoted through a lot of electronic means. We also did post some hard copy surveys. We tried to get some folks from Redwood City and North Fair Oaks to participate. There was pretty low turnout from them. But you can see here, not just Atherton residents, also folks who utilized the roadway network.
And how did you do the outreach for them?
A lot of it was through the stakeholder advisory group. So I think there was a slight to heavy bent on school parents, who have children that go to school in Atherton versus being a resident. So a lot of PTA groups, the town website as well. Yeah.
We're pretty involved.
And then the town website as well. And I believe it might even have gone out in the newsletter. Not sure. Between the bicycle and pedestrian priorities, they were virtually the same. As you can see here, the order really is El Camino, Atherton Avenue, Valparaiso, Middlefield, with a few others as well. And we have more extensive sort of results in our appendices of the plan. I'm just giving you the highlights here. We did an extensive inventory analysis, not having a bunch of sidewalks or a lot of GIS data available to us. We wanted to generate that for the town.